On this little Saturday salute to the disco scene of 1978, it would not be complete without an outrageous gentleman and two friends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sylvester!
Miss Thing emerged out of San Francisco's counterculture and rose to the top of the charts.
It was none of the corny drag queen stuff. No one cared. Is that a man or a woman? Everybody said, what a great talent. It was really ahead of its time. I'm sure later record companies had problems with that.
He sang gospel, the blues, rock, but disco made him a star. He sang his way and never got the credit for changing pop music forever.
I don't think Sylvester got the respect that he deserved. The music industry was not ready for him. He was just who he was. You know, you accept it or reject it, and a lot of times he was rejected.
He wasn't afraid to be what he was. Let the world know that I'm Sylvester, I'm gay. So many people have to hide in the closet and do what society tells them to do, and he never did. And I loved him for that.
I could be the queen that I really was without getting a sex change or being on hormones or being someone's wife. I could wear all of my fabulous gowns and be a boy.
His trademark falsetto and gender-bending persona made him an international superstar.
Many people compare you to Little Richard. Was he an influence on your life at all, or do you hate the you hate the comparison?
He stood for freedom of expression. He showed all of us how to be real.
He can go in with Griffin and do that. I can certainly come out at the insurance company and be gay.
There had been a photo session, and the result was some kind of strong sexual innuendo. There was a champagne bottle that was exploding on him. He wanted this for the album cover, and there was no way in the world that the record company was going to go for this.
His records, like his hair color, went platinum and gold.
The second album was Step 2. It took off like a rocket.
We were pretty quickly in Europe.
Bene, qui con noi da Sanremo 80, Sylvester, Can't Stop Dancing.
He influenced a new generation of artists.
I know Sylvester has made a difference in my life. From that first picture I saw on the wall of him, I thought, wow, okay. Something clicked there and said, well, okay, if he can do it, you can do it.
Today in the music business, there is not only a pressure to not come out, there's a humongous pressure to not be yourself. He lived an open, authentic life.
Look at your jewelry. All right,
That's my wedding set.
That's your wedding set. All right. Who are you married to?
Rick.
Let me ask.
Oh, God,
When
I'm sorry.
No. What?
Rick's parents are watching.
Well, surprise.
He stood up to those who wanted him to pretend.
It was a directive from Fantasy Records to say, Sylvester, we want you and your image to be more like Teddy Pendergrass. Sylvester's response to that was he came to this big gathering at Fantasy and kind of like made his entrance in a pink chiffon flowing gown and kind of like sashayed down the staircase and blew a lot of people away.
I said, you're not changing me. As a matter of fact, I'll show you.
He was always real.
How could Sylvester butch it up? I mean, basically, don't wear breasts, I guess, is butching it up. And I don't remember if he ever did. He never tried to be a girl. I don't remember him ever expecting anyone to think he was a girl.
And for his realness, he paid a heavy price.
He was very ill, and we held hands, and I think we sang together.
This is the story of the original Miss Thing.
I've never had any problems with me being exactly and doing exactly what I've done.
Sylvester Mighty Real, the documentary.